Our final guest today is Hooch, and he is a dog that has been on the show before, but I have taken a recent interest in Hooch, and so now I have all of these new things to tell you about him. Hooch is a 2.5-year-old pit bull mix, and he came to us previously owned. The owners had him for 15 months, and they said that they were moving and they were unable to take him along with. So recently I have done a couple things. I took Hooch out hiking, I took him to the radio, I had him in my office and a different person in the shelter's office. So we're seeing how he is outside of his kennel. Hooch is very stressed in the kennel environment. He doesn't really like living like that. He is also stressed by other dogs. He doesn't always, he gets a little anxious around strangers. So especially in that stressful kennel environment. Outside of that environment, he's a completely different dog, and he's incredibly sweet, incredibly affectionate, playful, just a great all-around dog. So he rides really nicely in the car. He jumped right into my car with no issues. He sat nicely in the back with another volunteer. He was a little hesitant to jump in the back of our van because he was jumping into a crate. So that's something that you would want to think about. You know, he's stressed in his kennel. Maybe he's not into the whole crate thing, so you might want to work on something else in regards to keeping him safely confined when you're not home. When he's outside, he loves to be petted. He will roll over and show you his belly for belly rubs. He's a very attentive dog, so when you're out walking, he'll turn around and kind of check in with you. I found that he does like to jump up on you, but he does it pretty gently, like someone maybe taught him hugs or something like that, and he just wants to give you a quick cuddle, and then he kind of gets down relatively quickly. That's especially the case when you go into his kennel to get him harnessed up. He right away wants to jump up, but then once he realizes, you've given them that little bit of affection, he realizes you have his harness, he sits right down to be leashed up. He does know sit, and he does that pretty well. He pulls a little bit on the leash, but nothing terrible. He does love to play with toys. He loves to play fetch. He loves to sniff. But he can, as we've seen a little bit today, want to destroy those softer toys. He has a lot of great qualities. He is a little bit of a higher energy dog, but he does settle down and want to cuddle. He just wants to be with a person. But all of those great qualities are things that you're not going to be able to see when he's stressed out in his kennel. So if you see any of these videos on Hooch, or you see a picture of Hooch, really ask to meet him outside so you can get the full picture and know how he really is.